we're going to get ready to present the JV Ram Award. I'm going to introduce it. It's going to be presented by Coach John Lynn, JV Ram. Rest ahead of me. It's all about selflessness. The award's all about selflessness. It's not about what you want. It's not about your playing time. It's not about the glory. It's not. And I think what makes the JV team so special is we don't have MVP. We don't have offensive player. We don't have defensive player. We don't have any of that. We have one award. That's what makes the JV team special. It's a collection of guys, the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. 2 past JV Rams are sitting right in front of me. Nick Gillett, okay, Bobby Shake. No surprise to me, they're both in the same class, and they're both sitting up here, and we're having such a great season. Selflessness. I always think, every year, I like to say something about the sophomore class. I know there's not a sophomore football team. I think this sophomore class this year is very talented. They have a lot of potential. They use it. They're very athletic. See, they're a very talented, athletic class. I always said these guys are the most intelligent. I was up there the most intelligent class, and it shows because their mental toughness. We were behind Central York. We were behind against Cedar Cliff. Their mental toughness prevailed, and that's why we won, and that's why we're going to win again against North Allegheny. Because it's going to be who wants it more Saturday. That's it, bottom line. Who wants it more? Who wants to keep going and get to the state championship? Period. There's a lot of people we could have picked for the JV Ram. There was so many people we thought of. But we kept coming to one particular person. And it's about selfishness. Sure, not about playing time, because a lot of these JV players that worked hard got some playing time in varsity games. This individual didn't get any reps, and he should. The circumstances just weren't there. It was younger.
To say much about this kid, he is a tremendous hard worker. In the weight room, we're there lifting on Fridays before the games. A lot of guys are just standing around, hanging out, lifting here and there. One kid just stuck out, worked hard the whole time. Actually broke a sweat, so that's a good thing. He never complained about getting reps or came up to coaches and asking about playing time or anything like this. He did not dress for varsity at the start of the year, but as the year progressed, he kept getting better and better, and he now dresses with the varsity. At the beginning of the year, he was kind of a quiet kid, didn't really come out of his shell until about mid-season, started becoming a leader in the weight room, pushing guys. So, I mean, this is what we thought as a staff represents our Ram this year. Now he is our scout team quarterback on offense. Gets a lot of the reps. So I'm proud to introduce JV Ram, Nate Dickey.
All right, that's it for the JV program. Thank you.
Coach Doc didn't get the last agenda update either, so but that's okay. Hey, everything works out for a reason. Two people that I want to acknowledge at this time. One is a person who has been on our sideline for many, many years, whether it's on his knees, on his belly, standing tall, but his name is Bill Anderson. Bill Anderson has been taking photos for all of our events, whether it be freshman, JV, or varsity, whether it's home, whether it's raining, whether it's snowing. whatever the event, and he has done a phenomenal job. He had a table sitting outside. I want to thank Bill for everything that he's done for the players and for us as parents. Bill also made this year's senior picture, and he matted it and framed it and had everybody sign it and Coach Mack, and it is a silent auction. He donated it. And there is out on the table, there is a sign-up sheet that you can bid for this. At the end of the event, we're going to announce the winner. You do not need to have your check tonight. We will take it anytime. Ramscome's good at that. So I want to make sure that if you have not bid on this and you would like to bid on it, there is a folder out in the lobby. Go ahead and near the end of the event, I thought somebody said something. But at the end of the event, you can make sure we'll announce that we're going to close the auction and we're going to give this to the highest bidder. So again, Bill, thank you, thank you, thank you. The one other person I want to recognize tonight, which we haven't even really talked about, is not a partner, is not involved in community connections, he's not a football player, but he is part of the Rams family. He has been walking the sidelines for many years, and we don't know him as a student, as an athlete, but we do know him as our Rams mascot. Travis, where are you? Travis Stopin, all the way in the back, helping out, doing the video stuff. Travis is a senior, and we'll be moving on. Are you going to college next year? Oh boy, we're going to need another Ram mascot. So anybody out there, and hey, you guys get to stand next to the prettiest girls in the state of Pennsylvania. So, and you get to act and not get in trouble. You got to act correctly though. But anyway, Travis, thank you for everything that you've done for the Rams and for the club and for the team.
Somebody tell me what's next on the agenda. What's that? All right. As I said, one of the aspects of this evening is we want to celebrate what occurred last night in the district championship. The theme of the week was the hunt for gold. We made a big deal about getting the district gold, and I had a couple players ask last night about the gold medals. Right now, at this point in time, we don't have gold medals for all of the players who are still with us and all the coaches. And the truth of the matter is, we did this together as a team, collectively, and that's how we want to present the medals. So they will be presented at a later time when we have one for everyone, because I think that's most appropriate. What I'd like to do right now is just do a roll call. You don't need to come up across stage, but I want you to stand, hold your applause to the end. This is our playoff roster of the guys who were suited up last night. Starting first with two 9th graders, Chimdi Okpara and Shaquan Weed. 10th grade now, you can hold your applause at least till I get through all the 10th graders. Eric Anderson, Dalton Brill, Nate Dickey, Malachi Holmes, Ben Mosey, Jake Notestein, Gianni Palazzo, Josh Salek, and Cody Zimmerman. Juniors, Andrew Bergwin, Jordan Bowman, Spencer Chisholm, Chris Fagley, Nate Garland, Nick Green, Malik Harris, Casey Hartzell, Zaid Esau, Vinny Coe, Matt Lapkowitz, David Loudermilch, David Lauskar, Brandon Levia, Arthur Lewis, Jake Roche, Dalen Russo, Drew Scales, Troy Slaughter, and Cody Wade. Seniors, when I announce your name, I'd like for you to go on up to Mr. Zimmerman, right? You're going to give it to them? Yes. Okay, he's going to have something for you to go back and give to your parents, again, as an expression of gratitude. You know, I mentioned earlier about not a lot of driver's licenses. It's a good time now for me to thank all the parents and everybody who had a hand in getting kids to places and picking them up at a good and appropriate time. We certainly appreciate that. But, you know, we do an awful lot between the camps, the workouts, and in season. And it wouldn't be possible if it weren't for all the people who pitch in and help with rides and making sure that they are where they're supposed to be on time. Okay, starting first on this side, Sam Adams. Chad Anderson. Evan Brandis. Tyler Cook. Dominic Cristillo. Sean Elliott. Josh Einen. Nick Dillett. Nate Hamilton. Adam Hollinger. Danny Meyer. Jesse Myers. Javon Porter. Roshan Porter. Bobby Schaefer. Evan Schwan. Mike Shannon. Alex Sabo. And Zach Will. Your 2011 District 3 Quad A Championship varsity team. Weeks ago tonight, the players in this room were very excited, but for different reasons. It was August 14th, the night before the first day of practice in the state of Pennsylvania, when many teams and players, individually and collectively, had high hopes and optimistic, but yet nervous and anxious at the same time. Here we are 16 weeks later, and at that time, a lot of limitations were being placed on this 2011 team by people on the outside. A lot was talked about what couldn't be done, what was not going to be done. And these guys are a great example of something that is a universal truth. Limitations only matter if you buy into them. The only limitations that matter are the ones you place on yourself. Once you remove them, anything is possible. These guys are a testament to that notion. They did not buy into those limitations that were placed on them by people on the outside. They continued to believe more and more as those 16 weeks passed, and here we are, 16 weeks later, still looking ahead with more football than Western. That's going to turn it back over to Mr. Fox, who can help transition to the next exciting part of the evening.